ready, Monarchs fans? It's time for the Old Dominion Football Show with Bruce Rader and Coach Bobby Wilder.
Only 2 years into being bowl eligible, the Old Dominion football team is qualified for the postseason. Tomorrow afternoon, the Monarchs take on Eastern Michigan in the Bahamas Bowl. 8 years, 9 wins. Will it be 10 wins by tomorrow night? Let's find out. The Old Dominion Football Show starts now. Hi, everybody. I'm Bruce Rader, along with Coach Bobby Wilder, for a special bowl game edition of the Old Dominion Football Show here at the beautiful Atlantis Resort in Nassau, the Bahamas. Coach, I got to start it off with, is it everything you thought it would be and more?
It is everything and more and more and more. Just the excitement, Bruce, from coming in on the plane when we were landing, the players taking pictures out the window, the beautiful water, the resort. And then when we showed up here, Bruce, the last 24 hours, it's been magical for everybody associated with our team.
Coach, we talked about this during the first Old Dominion Football Show. Picked to finish 6th in your division. You are not happy about that. What happened to bring this team to 9 wins? Did something change within the team, the way it played, or were you guys just underestimated?
I think everything changed for us, Bruce, when we came back from 2 difficult road trips at the start of the year at Appalachian State and at North Carolina State. We were 1-2, coming home to play our league opener against San Antonio. And at that time, Bruce, you remember there was social unrest in our country. We had an election coming up, and we talked as a team about what could we do to make a difference and not just add to the noise that was out there, the people that were unhappy. And that's when we came up with the Circle of Unity. That's when we came up with Children for Humanity. And it changed us all, me included. These kids changed me this year, and how I looked at life and how I looked at family. And then over the course of the next 9 weeks with the Circle of Unity, with Children for Humanity, with all the coaches and players really pulling together. We won 8 of our last 9 games, but it had everything to do with the Circle of Unity and Children for Humanity and coming closer together as a family.
And one of the players told me just today, he thought that things changed around when he said you allowed the seniors to take control of the team.
It had a lot to do with forming a leadership council, which was not just seniors. It was a lot of the underclassmen. And when I felt like at that point, Bruce, with the Circle of Unity, Children for Humanity, they were taking responsibility not only for themselves but for their teammates. We had a lot of guys earlier in the year that were being individuals. They weren't being teammates. And when they showed that responsibility, I pulled in the older kids, and the players voted on the leadership council. There's 3 underclassmen on that leadership council. You got Brandon Addison, Josh Mariner, and O'Shane Zimenez that are underclassmen. The other 8 are seniors, including players like our 4 captains, David Washington, Zach Pascal, Rashad Coward, TJ Ricks, and they really started to take leadership. We meet every Monday morning at 9:30. This happened the last 9 weeks when we were going 8-1, and we talk about what we all had to do collectively. And then, Bruce, something special happened, the process of winning. The planning, preparation, execution, everybody took ownership, not just the coaches, all 114 players, and that changed all of us.
Coach, you've scouted, you've looked at the film. Tell us about Eastern Michigan.
I'm really impressed, Bruce, with the fact that they had the same determination we did. If you look at last year, they ended the season 1-11. We ended 5-7 with the heartbreak of the last game. Then both teams in their offseason, Bruce, made a commitment to improve, made a commitment to everybody to pass all the conditioning tests. And then both of us went into this season and did some special things. What's different about them, Bruce, number 1 is how hard they play and how hard they compete for 4 quarters. Number 2, their quarterback, like our quarterback, has taken over their team. Number 3, their defensive line, like our defensive line, is making those chaos-type plays in a game. They're making havoc plays, the sacks, the tackles for losses, the pressure on the quarterback. So the similarities are there with both football teams.
And as you mentioned, it's all about the quarterback. Yours, David Washington, he's a heck of a player.
He is, and here's an amazing stat, Bruce, about David. He started 16 games at Old Dominion at wide receiver. He started 16 games at quarterback. He's second all-time in the history of college football, only to Ryan Tannehill, who played at Texas A&M and is now the quarterback for the Dolphins, in total yards combined at receiver and at quarterback. He has clearly been one of the most unselfish players that I've ever coached. He's all about what more can I do to help the team win, and everybody in our organization sees that, Bruce. And as David started to play well, San Antonio, we started to really play well as a team. Everybody believes in David Washington.
And also, as your defense played, so did the wins come.
You're right about that, Bruce. Last year we averaged giving up 38 points a game. This year cut it all the way down to 27. We're the 44th ranked defense in the nation right now out of 129 teams. And that's not where we want to be. We want to be a top 20 defense, but the improvement started up front with the defensive line and how well they play. Think about this, Bruce. We have 5 former walk-ons that are starting on defense. So you talk about development, talk about kids being committed and assistant coaches coaching them. You think about what Coach Nagy's done, Coach Commission, Coach Bugs, Coach Perriman on the defensive side. Anthony Wilson and TJ Ricks were both 1AA walk-ons that were 2 of the best linebackers in the league. TJ Ricks is our only first-team all-conference player. That improvement's been a commitment by the players and a heck of a job by the defensive staff.
And in addition, everybody's having a great time this week.
Oh, my goodness. And the way we set the week up, Bruce, is we're doing all our work in the morning, and now in the afternoon, as we're doing this interview, they're all headed for the pool. Here's my pool bracelet, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting out there, too, and I may cut a line in the water slide.
That's right. It is a business trip. Big game coming up tomorrow, but there is a lot of fun, and we're going to show you how much fun these players are having as the Old Dominion Football Show continues from Nassau, the Bahamas. Don't go away. Well, as we mentioned, although a bowl game is a business trip, it's also a lot of fun. Everybody's been having fun this week, including Nathan Epstein.
I'm Nathan Epstein, and what's a trip to the Bahamas without a beach party? Just outside of the Atlantis Resort, a little beach bash for both the Old Dominion and Eastern Michigan football teams. Now on Friday, both teams are going to go for the trophy, but tonight, it was all about pride.
We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go!
With Popeye's chicken in hand, Old Dominion chomped and chewed against Eastern Michigan, looking for the title of chicken-eating champion. In the end,
and the winner is Eastern Michigan!
It was Eastern Michigan walking away with the belt.
I mean, everybody low-key wanted to win, especially seeing the little championship belts. It was like a little more to play for, but I mean, it was all good fun.
It did get a little competitive. It did. Eastern Michigan took the trophy, but we'll be back. Don't worry, we'll be back.
And true to their word, the Monarchs made their move, literally dipping and dabbing their way to a dancing championship. But all the smack talk aside, here's Old Dominion wrapping up its season on the beautiful sands of Nassau, about to play in the program's first ever bowl game. I had to ask, is this even real life?
I'm still trying to figure that out myself, but I mean, I'm having a great time. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, we all out here just, trying to enjoy ourselves. A lot of us don't get this opportunity, so we just trying to, do as much as we can, just have fun with the guys and enjoy our last moments.
The real prize still on the line this Friday at 1 o'clock. Nathan Epstein for the Old Dominion Football Show.
Welcome back to the Old Dominion Football Show. Okay, Coach, you've had 3 weeks to prepare for this game. That's nice. Your team got a lot of extra practice time in.
Right.
How are they going into tomorrow's game, both physically and mentally?
This is as healthy as we've been all year, Bruce. When you think about this, 17 consecutive weeks of football. So we were able over the last 3 weeks to space out our practice, keep the focus on finals. We're healthy, and mentally, Bruce, what we've done to prepare them is a lot of chaos situations in practice, a lot of running, a lot of the ball just moved from the 50 to the 20 and there's 10 seconds to go. So you got to keep everybody mentally sharp as well. Myself, both the coordinators, Brian Scott and Rich Nagy, putting them in end of half, end of game situations physically and mentally. This is as healthy as we've been the entire season.
And the weather is going to be a big difference than playing in Norfolk.
It is. Here's the key, Bruce, what we've done the last 3 weeks, knowing that it was going to be 80 degrees on game day with 75% humidity, that we had to do a lot of conditioning. For example, practice this week down here. On our first practice, it was a lot of running, a lot of conditioning, cut back a little bit, but we had to get them physically ready to go.
And we're going to be ready to go tomorrow. It's the Bahamas Bowl tomorrow afternoon on ESPN. Old Dominion against Eastern Michigan. Coach, can you believe you're finally there?
How about that? First ever bowl game making history. This is exciting.
On behalf of Coach Bobby Wilder, I'm Bruce Rader, and also we've had a great year.
Wow, how much fun.
On behalf of our producer Brian Parsons and Nathan Epstein and our entire production staff back at the station. Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays.
Enjoy the game.